Hey everyone, I'm Jake, and today I'm comparing the features of the smart home light bulbs and plugs offered by TPLink. Whether you're new to the smart home game or just looking to improve the intelligence of that guest bedroom, the first thing you're probably looking for is a way to turn the lights on and off. When I began my smart home, I wasn't interested in spending hundreds of dollars on a set of Philips Hue lights that require a communications hub. That's a fairly substantial investment when you're just getting started. Instead, after some research, I landed on the TP-Link light bulbs and plugs because they can be purchased individually and don't require a central hub to function, just a standard 2.4 GHz home Wi-Fi signal. This allowed me to boost my home's IQ at my own rate. There are two important points to make though. First, TP-Link lights only work with Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, not the Apple HomeKit. Having said that, you can use Google Assistant on an iPhone without an issue. So unless you've already invested in an Apple HomePod or you're really attached to Siri, this isn't really a big issue. Second, TP-Link lights don't require a hub to operate. This means that each smart bulb or plug connects to your home's Wi-Fi router directly. This is great, but depending on the quality of your Wi-Fi router, you may want to dedicate the 2.4 GHz channel just to smart home devices if you're planning on adding a lot of them. Personally, I've never really had an issue, but I try to keep my computers and phones connected to the 5 GHz channel just to be safe. With that being said, the big decision then becomes whether you invest in smart bulbs or smart plugs. If you're truly just looking to turn lights on and off using your phone or a smart speaker, either will do the job, just in slightly different ways. The TP-Link smart bulbs simply replace an existing A19 or BR30 light bulb. A19 being fairly standard for lamps, while BR30 is more common in recessed ceiling lighting. The smart plug adapters are just as simple, but rather than replacing the light bulb, you simply place the adapter between the wall outlet and the lamp plug. Beyond the basic functionality, smart bulbs and plugs each have different features. The bulbs can do more than just turn lights on and off. They offer precise dimming control, and depending on which version you buy, they can also vary the color temperature or change the light color altogether. My favorite feature of the tunable white bulbs that can vary the color temperature is the automatic or circadian feature, where the color temperature of the bulb will gradually adjust throughout the day from cool whites during midday to warm whites from evening to early morning, creating an artificial sunrise and sunset effect. In addition, the smart bulbs have the added benefit of being energy efficient, using up to 80% less energy than traditional light bulbs while still putting out up to 800 lumens. The biggest benefit of the smart plugs is that they can be used to control more than just lights. In fact, they can be used with any device that has a hard on-off switch, so as long as the device you want to control can be left in the on position when there's no power flowing to it, you're good to go. I've used these to control my 3D printer as well as window fans. Just check how much current your device is expected to draw through the plug, as they come in two variations rated for either 5 or 15 amps. While both the bulbs and plugs offer the ability to schedule when to turn lights on and off, for some reason only the plugs have the away feature that will randomly turn lights on and off over a set date range. This feature is ideal if you're traveling and want people to think that someone is home, turning the lights on and off in unpredictable patterns. Another thing to consider is that sometimes you may still want to flick a physical switch to turn the lights on. Fortunately, when the power flowing to the TP-Link bulb or plug is turned off and back on again, the bulbs and plugs default to their last on state, allowing you to turn the lights on manually. Just keep in mind that when the switch comes after the smart plug, as is the case for many lamps, this trick won't work because however many times you flick it, the plug doesn't experience a loss of power, only the lamp's bulb does. Also, try not to turn the lights off manually in order to keep the bulb or plug powered. If they lose power for short periods of time, they're fine, but if they don't get power for a few days, they'll have to be set up again. Defaulting to the last on state does lead to one unexpected consequence though. In the event of a power outage, all of your smart devices will turn on automatically when the power comes back on. Let's just say I've woken up to a very well lit home after a severe thunderstorm or two. On the bright side, you won't miss the power outage that resets your alarm clock, causing you to miss work. Regardless of which you choose, the setup is quite similar. First, download and open the Kasa app by TP-Link. In the top right corner, click on the plus sign and select Add a Device. Choose which type of device you'd like to set up. Plug in your smart bulb or plug and click Next. Confirm that the bulb or plug is responding as expected. Then go into your phone's settings and connect to the TP-Link device through Wi-Fi. Following this, return to the Kasa app, Once it's connected, select the Wi-Fi network you want the bulb or plug to use to communicate. Assign a simple and intuitive name to describe the device you're powering. Select an icon to represent that device. Click Save, and you're good to go. The final thing I would do is enable remote control by clicking on your device and selecting the Settings button in the top right corner. This allows you to communicate with your device even when you leave home and your phone is no longer on the same Wi-Fi network as the smart bulb or plug. Overall, you'll have to decide which is right for you. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can pick them up, but at between $20 and $40, they're a reasonably cheap and simple way to start your smart home. If you have any questions about either, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.